I tell people is anytime you want to figure out what you want to do, look at the people who are telling you, look at their situation. If you wouldn't trade your situation for theirs, don't listen to them, right?
How soon can you get somebody funded?
If someone comes to me and their profile is ready, we can get funded like now, like tonight.
And what are the factors that go into getting people money like this?
A lot of people typically have to get their profile in shape. You know, people always say, oh, I need an 800 credit score. No, you don't. All you need is at least a 680. All right, but the most important thing more than the score is the profile.
Welcome to another episode of Brick by Brick with Charles Noonan, where we have individuals that make a ton of money in non-traditional ways. Today we got my guy, Darius Benders here.
What's going on?
All the way from the A or from Boston? What you claiming?
So Boston raised me, Atlanta pays me, I always say.
My man said Boston raised me, Atlanta pays me.
Yes, sir.
I like it, man. So you claiming both. I appreciate that. Sometimes I chop it up with people, man. They just be claiming where they at right now.
Can't forget where you come from, right?
You can't forget where you come from. And here's a current argument I'll be having. You can't forget the people from where you came from either.
That's a fact.
Right? Because sometimes people really get fly and they act like they don't know the people that they came up with.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so I appreciate that, man. You showing love
I appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah, man. So Atlanta paid you. What made you go to the A?
So I've been out there for 2 years now, and it's crazy. It was somewhere I really wanted to be for a while, but I ain't had the money to be able to move. So Atlanta was one of them places, bro, like growing up, like, you know, they just say it's like Black Hollywood. I seen a whole bunch of entrepreneurs, and you seeing Lambos, and you seeing this and that. You like, I'm trying to live like that because where I'm from, you know, people get money, but it just ain't the same. Boston for black people is not. It's not a whole lot of us, right? Because it's not a big state to start with. But, you know, there is culture that always let people know, but it's nothing like Atlanta. So just being around an environment where more people's on the same path, they trying to get to the same place, that's where I wanted to be. So that's how I got out there.
Yeah, it looks like that to everybody, bro. It looks like the mecca of black entrepreneurship to me. It looks like everybody supports everybody.
Yep.
There are no issues. There's no, disagreement. It just look like it's in one accord where everybody's doing their thing and supporting.
And I do.
So you being there now, is that the case? You find that is that what it is?
Listen.
Or it got some Boston in it too?
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's I would definitely say, you know, it's lit. But what I will say is things ain't always what they seem, right? Yeah. I think you know, we can have a false picture of what things are. This is what I'll say about Atlanta. Pros is there are a lot of entrepreneurs. There is a lot of people you could build with, network with. There is a lot of people who will support you. But just like anywhere else, when you are getting to it or you growing. What's going on, family? Listen, I know you're enjoying this episode, giving you all this value, but I want to stop and let you know that, listen, I am doing a 3-day free mastermind where I'm giving away all my secrets of how you can obtain 6 figures in funding and grow a 6-figure funding company where you're going to help small business owners get access to up to $150,000 in funding and make 10% on the back end, right? If you are someone who's looking to make more money in 2026 or make the next 6 months your best 6 months, make sure that you click that link in the subscription, and I can't wait to give you away all my secrets. Or whatever it may be. Of course, it's gonna come with people who, you know, maybe don't like that, or what we call haters, right? So it is pros and cons. I feel like overall there was a lot more pros than cons.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the A myself, man. In fact, a lot of people from Atlanta embraced me, and when I started to teach people, just started to help people out, I feel like Atlanta entrepreneurs embraced me in a way where I don't know that New York entrepreneurs embraced me.
Facts. I feel the same.
Yeah, so, you feel the same, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the love is there in comparison to up north. I don't know do you think it's an up north thing, or do you think it's just Atlanta's just different?
How about this? Who has better black entrepreneurs, up north or down south?
Well, we can't even say that because a lot of them come from Atlanta.
So
have you noticed no one who's in Atlanta going crazy is from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Not saying no one, but most of them, right?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
But,
So that's a good question. So I'm not saying no names, but there's a lot of up north people in Atlanta making it happen.
Going crazy, facts.
That's true.
Going crazy. So it's kind of like, I don't know.
You know what I think? It's gritty as hell up north. Like, if you could get niggas to respect you up north, Boston, New York, if you can earn people's respect, when you go when you go out to Atlanta, because there's so much opportunity, you're gonna go crazy. Like, I feel like because Boston, it wasn't so much love and support. You're forced to go harder to make people respect what you got going on. So when you get around other winners who was just in a different environment, it's easier to go crazy.
You already got motion.
You already got motion.
Like in the habit of going hard.
Exactly.
So when you get there, you already got the muscle memory to go hard, and now you got people supporting you, and that's how it happens.
And that's the biggest thing, the support, the environment, or the iron sharpens iron. Oh, Charles did X amount this month. That's my guy. I gotta turn up. We in the same circle. He going crazy.
I gotta say this about Atlanta, bro.
Yeah.
Atlanta is the first place where I seen it normalized for people that do crazy numbers.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah, facts.
So New York, you hit a number. Right, you do a killer number, it's like, oh wow, it's like damn, like yo, that's fire. But in Atlanta, it's like
that's normal.
Oh, that's your first month doing that. Oh,
no cap.
Cool. That's what's up.
Facts.
That's what's up.
That's
how about you did? They be like 3. You like
what you doing over there? What the hell you got going on over there?
So that's the realest thing I would say, Han, about Atlanta.
Facts.
Entrepreneurs that I know, and we know a lot of the same people. They normalize hitting it out of the park.
Yeah.
How about this? Atlanta's the only place I've been to. No one has a job. Think about it. Everyone's always free for lunch, dinner, breakfast. Yo, what time you want to eat? 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 9 p.m.
Yeah, bro. So we go to, you live, but I go to Atlanta and lock in with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right, and then come back here. So he's in Atlanta, like he's here in New York. Yeah. That's a dope perspective, bro.
I had to learn. I'm like, no one goes and clocks into a job.
You ain't lying.
I don't see it.
You ain't lying.
Think about it.
People like, I'm gonna figure this thing out. I'm going because it's a place where you could go bet on yourself and really like make stuff shake.
It's Black Wakanda.
Because there's so many. Like we just met. We're doing like a linking up with influencers, and as I'm doing like skits with them or seeing to try to push traffic. I'm like, yo, so y'all do this full time? They like, yeah, we out here just getting it. Like you could just be a content creator. And now you got a full income just off of what you love to do. So there's always ways to get it. You know.
So I had a conversation with somebody yesterday about. Actually, I had a conversation with SO yesterday about the culture in New York and supporting. And he said New Yorkers are built on competition. Like competition is what drives us. We want to outdo other people, people we grew up with, people we know. It's not disrespect. It's not that there's no love. We're just bred. Even we talked about basketball, right? We're going at each other like we hate each other on the court. Off the court, we like best friends. And like that competition, competitive spirit drives us. I feel like in other places, it's not that. It's a collective spirit. It's a collaborative spirit, right? So like, yo, while other states and places are collaborating to come up, to make each other better, we're competing to make each other better.
Damn, that's so good. Here's the thing, though. I get what you said. I believe competition is super healthy, though, right? Because competition is what breeds greatness. Like, if you going at, say y'all on the court, he getting buckets, you giving him buckets, you looking to give him 30. At the end of the day, you got better, though. And like when we talk about...
Today's episode of Brick by Brick with Charles Noonan is sponsored by unsoldland.org. Unsoldland.org is your one-stop shop for everything land. Unsoldland.org has property in the available states: Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Michigan, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, Texas, Virginia, and many, many more. Prices start as low as $1,000. Unsoldland.org. Go there for anything land. They will also finance your land as well. Back to the episode. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Thank you. In business... I'd rather collaborate, bro, because my collaborations they've been doing way more than if I was just trying to outdo somebody on my own.
But how do we get to a point where we know who to collaborate with? You have to grow to be the best, because the people you're collaborating with, they're the best from where they come from. The people that they chose to collaborate with you is because you're the best at what you do from where you come from. You had to grow to that top spot.
A lot of the collabs are selective.
Yes,
right.
It ain't just how you're cool.
Because people rock with certain people, and then some people don't. Like some people will never collab with certain people.
Exactly.
Cool. All right, so we got that out of the way, man. That was dope. That's a dope concept.
I don't think you should leave that talk. Just like how you spoke off camera, the man that set you up in Atlanta. He was able to. It's also, you got to be able to identify. It's almost like, how do you know a person's NBA talent until they play against NBA prospects?
Facts, which is why you got to beat the competition. You got to compete and show that you are, because a person who makes a lot of money not because of the thing they do. It all works. It's because of the person they become. Your competitiveness, your consistency. Most niggas quit anything they doing. So when I see a nigga who showed up every day, he go hard at what he do, and now he's the fruits of his labor are showing. That's the person I would collaborate with, because I know me. I'm the same way. Let me ask you this too.
When did y'all realize $100K a year wasn't enough?
As soon as you live,
there you go.
You live up north.
So when I started, right, $100K a year, like, New York City,
it's a wrap.
You're not doing nothing really with that.
You're
not
going
to. Yeah, you in the crib.
I like this.
So we hung out. Where we hung out?
We was at Mermaid Strip Club.
Damn, I didn't want to say.
Oh, my bad. We could.
They did a sponsorship.
So we don't bleep that.
Oh well.
For obvious reasons, right? I didn't want to say that, bro. But so we went to Mermaids. So we went to Mermaids. If money was all over the place, bro. Like everybody just throwing it. And since my man gonna put me on blast, so he had somebody do a handstand. Crazy, right?
I'm dead.
So look, I told you this dude. So check it out, right? So we spent a bag, but it was more so for his birthday.
Okay,
it wasn't on like that.
Appreciative of.
It was more so like the money didn't matter, but if you didn't make money, you wouldn't be there.
Exactly.
Like you say, you couldn't come outside.
You
wouldn't
feel
be outside.
Awkward. Yeah, you'd feel like let me go to the bathroom every time you're throwing ones, or let me get out.
And the vibe was more so like we're not counting money.
Exactly.
Right. We're not counting. It's just we're having fun.
Exactly.
So
my man Charles started a race war by accident
in the club.
It wasn't his fault.
I don't even know what he's talking about, bro.
Yeah, you know what he's talking about.
But we had our own section. We side by side section. So I have my section, but we're right next to celebrating. We're just throwing money back and forth. We just had a great time, right?
We had a great time. Yeah. The nationalities were upset.
No, bro.
I know. I'm still aware.
I know what you're talking about. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
But back to the $100K when you realized it wasn't no real money. Which is crazy to say.
Yeah, when I started just thinking about like stuff that I wanted to do in life, and realizing like that's not enough to do any of it living in New York. The average rent in New York, I think, is like $4,000 or $5,000.
Crazy.
Right after taxes, that's your $100K is spent.
It's gone.
You get a car. God forbid you have a car.
It's crazy.
Done. So but I've always been in entrepreneurship. But what about you? When you started entrepreneurship?
Yeah, so I started. I graduated from college. I tried jobs and side hustles that first year, and last job I had, I was 22. I quit the bank. I just walked out because something happened. The lady had lied on me. Said I told her I put in my time. She said no, you didn't. So that was really that. And from there I've been an entrepreneur. I was in nightlife for 5.5 years. I was in the club, I was a promoter, and
in Boston.
In Boston, yeah.
Getting it in, huh?
Yeah, got to. Had to get it in, man. Just working. I realized $100K wasn't enough, and I was at my mom Duke's crib for most of them years, and even living back with moms, that's still not a lot of money.
Right.
Like you said, taxes is gonna take a third. Then you talk about living 1-bedroom apartment, like 3 and some change. It's just it's not enough. Especially there's a difference between like surviving and thriving. I feel like a lot of us, we came up, it was like, yo, if you just survive, that's a good life. That's not a good life, but that's the lie that they told us. So when you want to do things, it's like you realize you really ain't got it how you think you got it.
Yeah, and then you get around it too. You get a taste of it. I'm the type of person, like, if I see something, I feel like I'm entitled to it.
Facts.
Right? I feel like I could get it too. I feel like, why are they doing that and I'm
why
not?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, so that gives me like drive and motivation. Growing up in New York, you're going to see everything.
Yep. It's about how you take it and how you receive it.
It's about how you take it.
Yeah.
Because it could inspire you, or it could breed this like the hate that I'm not good enough, I can't get that, he got lucky. Or it could just be like, yo,
I despise that lucky word.
Yeah.
I hate that word too.
It's a subtle way of disrespect. It's almost like if I hit
blatant disrespect.
If I hit the lotto every day, when does it not become luck?
Facts.
Oh, he lucky. He always gets girls. What do you mean always?
Shit, facts.
Luck isn't married with consistency.
You're right.
That's why it's called luck.
Yeah.
And I believe luck is like opportunity meeting preparation. So, you know, if somebody, you know, say they play in the lottery even, you play in that joint every day, you a lot more likely to get lucky than somebody who play it once. Same with business, same with what we do. You know?
I don't believe in luck.
Nah, me
like
neither.
you said, opportunity meets preparation.
For sure.
Even with some deals that people get. People will kind of hate on somebody who got a deal and be like, oh, they lucky because they knew such and such. And it's like, nah.
That's not the case.
That's not the case. Yeah. They built a relationship with this particular person, was in the room when this company was giving out sponsorship or those deals. It's not luck.
He or she put themselves in that environment.
They may have even had a conversation that warranted it. Yeah, bro. So you lived in mom's house for how long?
Till I was 29. I moved out for a hot second, then I had to move back in.
29?
Yeah.
You was in, like, you up to 29, you was in your mom's house.
Up to 29.
A lit dude in Boston, the promoter.
Yeah.
That who, like, so you know the promoter invites all the girls to
all
the
party.
All the
baddies, all the cool kids, all that.
So where was you taking them after?
I
know.
He got the hotel tonight.
I got the Hilton plug. Had the Hilton plug for a little bit.
You always got to have the hotel plug.
And listen, I say this. Listen, as a man, you either better have some bread or you better be resourceful. So, you know what I'm saying? You find a way to make it happen.
You had a plug at the Hilton or you just got your points up and all that?
I got the plug. This is before credit. I had no points. I had the plug. Kept the plug on.
So you wasn't paying?
No, I was paying $99 a night. $99 a night at the Hilton.
At the Hilton.
All
right, I was just doing the math for that hot. I'm like, yo, I know you can't bringing it back to mom's crib.
Nah, mom's wasn't having that for sure. Mom's was definitely not having that.
All right, damn. 29.
If she's a skeezer, a nice motel for $40 for 5 hours.
And then listen, here's the key. If you really him, your vehicle.
Yeah.
If you really him, your vehicle.
You must have a BMW.
I was him. I ain't had no BMW. I had the Hyundai. What I had, the Hyundai
Elantra. Man.
That joint wasn't even lit.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, that just goes to show, like. I feel like people can make things happen where other people got every excuse not to.
Facts.
Right? You wanted to turn up with honeys and you was like, yo, you wasn't afraid to be like, hey, I got the Hyundai right there.
Facts.
Or you could do the Hilton, either one. You just kind of like made it happen. And then like with that skill set, right? Some people are going to say in entrepreneurship, yo, he lucky, he connected with such and such, who put him on the pots, who did this and who did that.
Yep.
But that's not the case. You found a way to make it happen.
Absolutely.
To get to where you at.
Absolutely.
All right, so you in mom's crib. 29 ain't that far away.
It ain't. That was just 2 years ago. I'm 31, so yeah, that was just
2 years ago.
When I moved to Atlanta, I moved from my mother's crib.
That was the first time you had your own spot?
Yeah, I had my spot for like 3.5 months when I was like 28. Like 4 months, and then I moved back in.
You failed and then moved back?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Was that hard or not really?
Yeah, it definitely is hard. As a man, you know, when you leave, you don't want to come back.
You don't ever plan to come back.
Exactly, but the nightlife, the way it had happened it was kind of around like, I think it was around COVID times. And up north, nightlife shut. I don't know if New York just shut down, but in Boston, clubs just shut down. So more so just like having to figure it out. Like you ain't got no money, nights ain't moving the same. You gotta reset. So I had to go back to the crib, and really, like I say, pandemic was a pivotal time because that's when I came to Atlanta. It was a Circle of CEOs event. That was my first time being in that environment. I had seen all these black people getting money. I seen Lambos outside. I just seen a bunch of people like being productive.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen that type of environment back home. Like we don't got big conferences, or we didn't at the time. So for me, that was like, oh, I need to make something shake. So I just was shaking hands in it. And that's why I say networking is so important. I met I made a goal that I wanted to meet at least 50 people that weekend, and I met like 3 good people. I met a lot, but 3 good people that I locked in with, and one of them was my guy Mel, and he was doing credit. I knew nothing about funding, credit, none of that. And we was just hopping on Zoom. He was giving me some game. I was giving him some social media game from what I knew from the nightlife. Yeah. And that's just sort of how we got to exchange the value. And I was like, I need that credit stuff, because he was telling me like you could get money from the banks, no docs. Yeah. And I'm like, this sound crazy, but I was like, all right, I'm about to go all in on this, because this is what my people need. Like most of us, what's the biggest problem in the hood? I don't have the money to start, or I don't have the money to put into marketing. So I think people worried about how to scale and grow, but most of us, there's more people at 0 that are trying to get to level 3 than there are at 5 trying to get to 10.
Yeah. I do think that we come up with the most creative ideas for business. Like we are creators, right? Even so at the lowest level, right? And oftentimes when I travel internationally, I go for the creativity. Like I'll go to the poorest part of a country, and then you see kids playing like full games with a rock.
Facts.
With like a hula hoop, they playing basketball, a soccer ball. They do, like, they're so creative with very little resources.
Facts.
And then that kind of helps me think and come up with stuff that's like completely different than what everybody else is doing back here.
Because you learn, you're like, damn, they're making it happen with so little.
It forces creativity.
I have no excuse to get it done.
There's no excuse. And you see the biggest smiles in like the poorest places.
Facts.
Like fun is fun, but they're creating it.
Yes.
So with that approach, I'll be feeling like if we had resources coupled with our creativity,
it would be a wrap.
It changes the game completely.
And that's why funding is like, that's why I got into what I do, because I'm like, for our people, it's literally the thing they need. Even if someone, most people where we're from, they never get an opportunity to even bet on themselves once in their whole life. Yeah. Imagine going through your whole life, you on your deathbed, and you never got an opportunity to bet on yourself. Well, funny, let's say a person got the money and they didn't even know what the hell they was doing. At least they got an opportunity to go bet on themselves, right? Because I always say, what the hell is life without purpose, without at least chasing your dreams, right? So that's how I feel like, a lot of times, like before I knew about funding, I failed 7 businesses. 7 different times I tried. I kept running into the same problem. Oh, I want to start this Facebook ads agency. Oh, wait, I ain't got no money. Right? Oh, I want to start this personal training business. Oh, wait, I ain't got no money. Right?
You don't got enough to do it the right way. To hire out the team you need, the staff and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So you said credit, how'd you get into funding? Do me a favor real quick.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself to my audience in that camera right
there.
For
sure. So my name is Darius Benders, at Darius Benders on all platforms. I help small business owners get access to upwards towards $250,000 in funding. And I also help them run funding companies. So if you're at a place where you're looking to start, grow, or scale your business, or you want to get into the funding business, I could definitely help you turn up with that.
Bro, what could you do at $250 right now? You teach them how to liquidate it too?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What would you do $250 right now?
I'm ignorant. I'm going to Colombia.
He said I'm going to Colombia.
He said I'm ignorant. What would you do towards your business?
But first business I would probably open, just selfishly, would be a high-end like pizza restaurant.
Okay.
Probably make it like a very trendy location.
Slices hitting right now.
Yeah, I would make it to where like it's one of those hard to get location seats, high end styles of pizza,
fire,
high quality champagne. I'm around a lot of celebs, so I would post pictures of people I've interacted with and things of that nature.
And have pizza.
That's fire.
Because there's a company in New York that started putting oxtail on pizza.
Oh, cuts and slices.
Yeah.
That's different.
How much they charge for it?
16, 20.
Damn.
Close to 16.
How much is it?
About 16. Yeah.
16 for a slice of pizza.
That's crazy.
And pizza is like dough.
Of course.
Right? It's
so
flour and
nothing.
Yeah. That's fire. So you would mac yours out like Tatiana's, where you gotta wait, like exclusive to get a seat.
Yeah, there's a spot called I think his name is Uno. It's on the Lower East Side. It's one of the hardest reservations to get. They do Neapolitan pizza. Jay-Z made this other spot famous, and it was already tough to get a table. It's called Lucali's in Carroll Gardens. Yeah. To get a table at 7:30, you have to go there at 3 p.m. and wait online. Put your name on there.
Crazy.
And all they serve is pizza and calzones. And you can bring your own bottle, and it's enough.
That's some New York stuff for real.
Yeah, New York is different. There's millions in stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Right? There's so many different ways to make money.
Yeah.
That is just wild. It's wild. There's so much money. And everybody, that level of exclusivity. Too.
Yeah.
Like people, I'm on some list right now where I got to wait.
But
crazy. I know when it comes, it's like it does something for you to be in that exclusive spot.
Facts. Because now your circle different, network different.
Yeah, the people there is different too. The people you meet are different. Yeah, that's dope. All right, so you can make people's dreams come true. Because we all have dreams of what we want to do. We all have visions of who we want to be, I'm going to say, when we get older.
Facts.
Right? Or we saving up, and a lot of us are doing this so wrong.
Yes.
We saving up the money to go try to do this dream, and that could be years after, right? Exactly. That could be years later to get enough money to really do it right. 100. But you make it happen. How soon can you get somebody? Like how soon can you get somebody funded? And what are the factors that go into getting people money like this?
So if someone comes to me and their profile is ready, we can get funded like now, like tonight, right? But a lot of people, what they have to do is they typically have to get their profile in shape, right? So what that looks like is, people always say, oh, I need an 800 credit score. No, you don't. All you need is at least a 680. All right, but the most important thing more than the score is the profile. So your profile should look like this. You have 10 primary accounts. Primary accounts are just anything that's in your name, right? Whether it's an auto loan, traditional loan, a credit card, a home, anything that's in your name. All right, you want at least 4.5 years of credit age before we can get business funding. You want to make sure you got 100% on-time payments. You want to make sure you have no derogatories, no charge-off collections, no repossession, no child supports, none of that. And then what we want to do is want to make sure that we don't have a whole lot of inquiries in the last 6 months. So ideally 4 or less in the last 6 months. All right. And then you want your utilization to be under 20. People come to me all the time. I got a 750. Everything's good, but my utilization is 50%. Well, we can't do too much with that. All right. The good thing is we can help you to clean your profile up and get it in position. But once you have that profile right there, we can go get whatever we want so that you can go out and what I tell people is, you hit it on the point, is like when people get the money, the second step I always teach is don't go do the thing right away. Don't go get right away the pizza shop. Don't go get the house by yourself. Go get someone who's already done it first, because you're going to waste that bread trying to do it on your own because you've never done it. And the chances of you figuring it all out is slim to none. It's going to cost you more in mistakes that you make than if you just go pay somebody that could give you the format, give you the blueprint, and now you could hit the ground running.
That's dope. That's
the plan we got. My man that manages the Sweet Chicks. Fire. Be with him.
Fire.
So he understands restaurant business, scaling, all of that. He manages all the restaurants on the East and West Coast.
Fire.
Okay. So now we would get a pizzaiola dude that understands dough fermentation.
Yeah.
Now we cutting corners, and then we use our social media. Then I'd be like, yo, Charles, here's the play.
Fire.
Bring your rich dudes. Bring this. We're going to have a tasting. They don't got to pay for nothing. Blah, 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 blah.
Nah.
That's tough.
They know how to get the city lit, bro.
That's tough. So you already got this skill set. Plus you got the blueprint. There's really no way you could lose at that with someone.
It limits your ability to fail or your chances of failing because you're following your guy that's running a known popular restaurant in the city. So he knows what not to do, which is the most important thing.
Yes.
You could come with some new ideas, but some of them he's gonna be like, no, that's the quickest way to fail.
Exactly.
Like you can't load up on all your inventory like that or whatever.
He knows all of that. Yeah. And then from there, we just like, we do a soft opening. All the celebs, I don't call on for favors. You coming out tonight? What's the time of year that y'all good? Boom. Once a month, you get a day where you could come in and eat for free.
Yeah.
Any other time, you're gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
So now, when these dudes is bringing their side chicks, they got a slot.
Now imagine if you would have tried to Google and YouTube all this though, because people would be like, "Yo, I could just YouTube that." They don't get what you get. You would never
know how to do that. Like you said, the tasting. You get the people that's lit in the city already. That's gonna show that.
But that's years of experience, man.
Yeah. But people don't. Normal people that have a dream don't know
think like that. Exactly.
So they're gonna open right away and then try to figure it out. The rent in New York City is crazy.
Oh no, it's
so you're already
related.
Going.
Even how you throw out your garbage, you have to pick the right trash company, and some of them are still mob operated.
You gotta have your stick on the door. The city's gonna come. The city is coming to inspect every new company in
and
New
if
York
you don't
City,
do it right, you have to go take the class to understand the temperature, to learn when the bacteria comes or doesn't come with the maggots and all that.
Oh man, you know what? And then you got this too. You got the grading system in New York. So God forbid you saved up $180,000. You opened your pizza shop, and in the first month, because the other companies hated on you, you got a B on your.
I ain't gonna lie.
You got a B on your
the B
door.
restaurants hit way more than the A. Now I saw one with a C. I ain't go in. I said, I know you got rats.
Yo, you gonna tell me you a B restaurant eater?
No,
you'll go to a B,
like hood spots.
You'll go to a hood spot, the Jamaican food store. Your go-to Jamaican food restaurant.
Got a B?
I ain't gonna lie. Back home, I'm on the Jamaican spots around the way. It's up.
It's okay if it's a B?
The Jamaican spot, when they have a B, that's probably because of temperature, man. That's it. They're like, yo, the oxtail's supposed to be here.
You ain't store it in the fridge the right way. Right? You ain't put it in the fridge fast enough.
That's it. That's how I know, because I got people in the family in the restaurant business, so I saw when they had to go back to school for that. That's how I know, based on you can't have it under a certain temperature, then bacteria will come. It don't take long. It takes a while, but that's how they ban you, and you got to pay like an absorbent amount of money to reopen. That's their hustle.
Damn.
So you know how important it is to have that mentor.
Absolutely.
So do you like recommend mentors too, or you say, look, I'm gonna get you this money, and this is a part of, like, I'm gonna say, integrity in your field.
Absolutely.
Because you could give my son $250 and
he don't know what to do with it.
That's blown, bro.
Facts.
That is blown.
Facts.
He's blowing that
over.
He gonna call Hyde, and you know where they gonna go.
He got the new Pradas, the new Gucci. He going
got
crazy.
everything.
I get him a discount though. I'll be like, yo, you Charles boy, we gonna get you a discount. We ain't running through all this bag.
Mermaids don't got discounts, bro.
Oh man, he a fly dude. My bad. Run to the block.
Mermaids don't give out discounts, bro. But look, check it out. So that's the first time I'm hearing that, because I don't know the funding game like that, but I hear everybody saying I could get you $250. I got my student $50. I got a Chase plug. I got this. I got that. That speaks a lot to who you are, saying, like, I'm not just going to give you $50,000.
Absolutely
like that.
not.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna help you position you to get it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get it for you, but you got to make sure that, like, you're following somebody, or you're locked in alignment with somebody that's going to show you what to do with
Facts. And that's what it is, because like you said, if they don't have a direction, most people would think they do it on their own. So our biggest thing as a funding company is not just get you money. There are a lot of people who will get you just money, right? But not even outside of the direction, that's one part, but how about the type of money you're getting somebody, right? So what we focus on is 0% APR credit cards, right? Because most business owners that are coming to us are new. They don't have cash flow yet. So I don't want to put them in a position to now they got 20-25% interest, and now they're drowning before they even got to leverage the money. So that most lenders, about 80% of national banks, have a 0% APR period. Like a Truist, 0% 12 months, right? Bank of America, 0% 9 months. Chase, 0% 12 months. So all of these plays, we can get you the funding. And now let's say you wanted to go start a tarot business or Airbnb. Now you can go get a coach. Now you can go get your units up, list them on VRBO, Airbnb, and now you're cash flowing. So by the time 12 months has came back around, now we can start paying back our minimum balance and no interest being accrued. So it allows you to actually grow and not be in a hole.
For I just built a house and I use a credit card.
Fire.
0% interest on a lot of it.
Fire.
There's so much stuff, and this is what I say a lot about today. We're in the I call this like the information era, where we finding out stuff that other ethnicities were doing
for years,
for years,
Facts.
and wasn't telling us.
Of course
right?
not.
just imagine like all the businesses that we came up with the ideas, it didn't work, but other people took it that had the money and ran with it and made money off of us. More leverage. So I learned about a website called Plastic. Plastic, and I teach my team members that don't to kind of like stay cash neutral, preserve their cash, get a 0% interest card, and you can actually do a closing through with Plastic.
It goes through as like a wire. You just have to send them the purchase sales.
Here's
agreement.
The thing: in real estate, the title companies don't care where the money comes
from,
because they just put it down as a credit. Right, it's seller credits and buyer credits, right? That your down payment, you need whatever, 30,000, 29, 50,000. They get wires sometimes from the husband, from the wife. If it's in New York, they be having to have 3 people on the mortgage.
Gotcha.
So they're just getting wires. They don't add up and calculate and care where they come from. It just counts towards a buyer credit.
That's hard.
Yeah, so they've been doing that. I had to do that too, because one time in Michigan when I first got started, I bought a block of properties, and I didn't want to go in my personal money too much because it's in like circulation with my my financial manager, right? They're making money on it, so I didn't want to take my cash. So I closed with the credit card through Plastic.
Fire, that's dope. Another one is Milio. You heard of Milio?
Yeah,
it's very similar.
MILIO.
Yeah.
So here we're gonna give out a little bit of game.
Let's get it,
bro. So I don't think you can still use Amex with Plastic.
No.
Use Milio.
They'll allow you to use the Amex.
Yeah. So if you got Amex, you want to get your points, your miles, all of that stuff, you could use either one.
Fire.
Yeah, bro. So how do you get your students? Like, how do you get people to teach?
How do I get people? Oh, that I teach. So essentially, we run a few different strategies. Our core of everything is we did webinars for 2 years straight, twice a week, which is where we do a free live class. We give people some game, essentially show testimonials, and then what we do is live funding. And I think the live funding is the piece that kind of takes them from, oh, this could work, to, oh, shoot, this works, right?
What does live funding mean? So before you even finish, I didn't know how you was doing it. So we know each other online. But we ain't have a whole bunch of conversations because we're like entrenched in doing what we do. Somebody told me, they're like, yo, he's that guy with webinars. Like, he knows how to get, like, he puts that work in and goes crazy on webinars. Who taught you that strategy?
So I learned webinars from it might have been my guy Runway. Runway was actually my first marketing coach, I'll say, right? So he was going crazy with the digital products. I got into his program, and webinars was always a thing I used to see, because we're always in funnels. So for like 3 years or 2 years prior to getting into this space, I was like, yo, they doing these classes that look lit, this world. So when I seen him, I just kept hearing people say webinars is the fastest way to grow. Webinars is the fastest way to grow. And I'm telling y'all, like, webinars is the fastest way to build your impact in your pockets. Like, definitely will help you, because you get to help people for free. And people always say, well, what's the best way to show people that I'm good at what I do, or how do I get more leads? The best way to show people is to just show them. And a webinar allows you to teach. It allows you to show that you're actually who you say you are. It allows you to take people from, like, what I say, possible to probable. And then it allows you to make a sale one to many, because some people, like, we're picking up phones all day, and the thing about that is you built a business to kind of buy back your time. So I like selling one to many, because instead of having 100 calls this week, I get 100 people on a webinar and get to make my offer to the same amount of people.
Smart approach. Were you ever nervous doing a webinar?
The first, I didn't make money until like my 4th webinar in. I was just on there. Definitely.
You get zero
sales. People in the room, 0 sales. It's one of them things where you get better, and there was times where I'm like, man, I'm about to do something else. This ain't it.
Yo, shout out to Runway Billionaire.
Nah,
right?
For sure. Yeah,
I just like this dude. I ain't know him from nowhere. I found out later we knew a lot of the same people, but he just had the heart to do the funniest stuff online on Instagram, right? Yeah. And I just sent him a message one day. I was like, yo, I love your creativity.
Yeah.
Like, I think he had like some kind of thing with arms or whatever.
It floating arms.
It forced me to laugh. I was like, yo, man, this dude is like I rock with this dude a little bit, just based off of like that comfort level.
Yeah.
Because when I first got online, I was nervous too. I wasn't like we not built like to
like
be
this.
in front of cameras.
Hell no.
We not trained to be in front of cameras, right? That just comes with time,
effort, energy, consistency.
But people hear you hit a webinar out the park, they're like, oh, he lucky because he partnered up with such and such.
Nope.
Damn, I seen you got an award too.
Yeah.
Tell me about those. I've been watching you for a while, bro. Tell me, what awards did you get?
Yeah, so we got $1 million generated in a year. So we did 1.3 from last September to this September, and then we had
Congrats
100K day. Appreciate it. Yeah, then we got 100K day, which was from a challenge, which is essentially not a webinar, but it's similar with a lot more framework to it. But yeah, bro, and what you said was so crazy.
100,000 in one day.
Yeah, 100K in a day. Yeah.
100K day. So we sitting here talking about 100,000 for the year ain't enough. There's people that's making it in New York City with 60, 70, 80. And we're saying that's not enough. You did 100K in a day.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Felt good. Felt different. And
you smiled. You saw
he
cheesing right now. Look.
I'm like, yeah, this different.
So you saw that thing ring off, and you was just like I did it.
Stripe, notifications. You like, damn, this is real. And I think it's just, it's a product that, like I always say, when money's a becoming thing, people think it's a doing thing, but it's really like when you look back on how you got to a point where you going crazy, or anybody, it's just the work you put in, the consistency, them L's you took. Now, when I first started doing content, I was in my mom's basement. If you go on my IG, I used to just be pointing, because it's like that's all I knew. I was comfortable on the camera or whatever, and then to see it now blossom into a point where people telling me like, "Oh, you changed my life." It's just crazy because I remember when I was the dude on the other end, like, "Yo, y'all are changing my life." So it's just life is dope. It's full circle to be able to just make impact.
Two things I want to point out. You saying like you change people's lives, right? Is that for me? That's the most rewarding thing.
Absolutely.
That anybody ever can do.
Facts.
Is like, tell me how I changed their lives.
Facts.
And it happens. I wake up in the morning because of my community and they sending me messages.
Yeah.
I got a property.
Yeah.
I won my first property. Like, that's the most rewarding thing for me as a person.
Facts.
So you get that too. You teach people how to create funding companies.
Absolutely.
You give them the whole blueprint.
The whole blueprint.
And they hitting you sometimes like, yo, D, you changed my life.
We just
can't believe it.
One of our students, her and her husband, they came into my program. They were doing $3 to $5K a month with credit repair, and she just hit me yesterday morning. They did $25,000 in September, and they killing it, going crazy. And it's just those texts never get old. You know how some things in business might get old? Those never get old. I'll be at the crib more geek. I'll be at the crib talking
it'd be
to
like
myself,
your win, right? You feel like you got 25.
Yes.
Hey, to anybody that's a student, if you can just hit your mentor back and let them know
facts.
The success you had, because sometimes they don't tell us.
They don't want to tell you,
Sometimes they don't tell us.
Facts.
I'll be mad when I find
out too.
Bro.
I'm like, bro, just drop your receipt. They be online talking about how they making all this money. You see them on the green, you like,
yeah.
I got one girl, she funded, she said she got her client like $250,000, $25,000 commission. She ain't put it in our group. And when we have a strategy, we tell people, hey, drop your wins in the group. Because I know that one thing from teaching is you learn that winning is about energy. So when people see other people winning, it's always, oh, they winning. And the people who ain't doing the work, they say, I got to get on my shit because obviously this shit works. I just got to do more of it.
It becomes a norm.
Exactly.
So you're in a room with people that's buying property, buying houses, buying land. You don't think as much about it.
Exactly.
Like all those negative thoughts, they go away because these people are already doing it, and it's safe, it's cool, it's normal, it's culture.
And they're in the same program as you. They pay what you paid, so you know it works. Now it's just you have to. If you're not getting it done, it's because you're not holding yourself accountable.
And that's what I say sometimes too.
Yeah.
I had a student. He just hit $3,900 a month, recurring passive income.
Fire.
For the next 11 months.
Wow.
He bought 13 pieces of land for $300, right?
Damn.
He sold them to individuals in his community for $3,300 each. Killed it.
Going crazy.
He put them on Pay Then. You know Pay Then?
That's like a financing company?
No, it's just a company that will take payments for you and do like financial plans.
Okay.
Like payment plans.
Gotcha.
Sold them on Pay Then. So he killed it. $3,900 up front. made his money back, right? And now for the rest of for a whole year, he's getting $3,900 every single month. He put this in the group chat on a Saturday night. I'm just seeing like congratulations, and I ain't really. It's an old group chat too, so it's an old challenge.
Yeah.
So I'm like Monday, Tuesday morning. I'm like, yo, what they going crazy about? He ain't called me or nothing. So look, I hit him up. He still ain't respond. Now we on our call. I'm like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
He like, yeah, man. Hey, I just wanted to thank you and give you I'm like, yo, like. Yo, why I'm last to hear about it? Everybody else is going crazy in the chat. And I'm like, yo, why you like tell me about it? And then he was like, yeah, man, I just followed the steps, man. It was fairly easy how you laid it out.
But see how you had to drag it out of him a little bit?
Some people, they just think that because we're at where we are, we don't want to hear about their smaller wins, or they think that they're small. They really, what I'm learning, they really want to make us proud. Yeah. And they think like a $4,000 win
isn't
like,
big.
Oh yeah, Darius doing $100K a day. He don't care about that. He don't want to hear that. I'm gonna wait till I get to. I'll be like, nah.
Now drop it.
One piece of land, a quarter acre for $1,000 that you got in your family name that's paid off for the rest of your life is fire to me.
Absolutely.
I don't care. I don't need you to get 1,000.
Fact.
Right. I'm super happy off of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Hey, all of y'all got to start.
You don't ever look at it like a different level trauma, meaning we grow up in the hood, like how certain people are like, let me stay low because I don't want people hating on me.
All the time. I
that too.
All the time.
Yeah.
Because it's in a group chat, right? It's take the mentor out of it. All the other people that's in their class now.
Yeah.
When
it's
people
turned a little.
There are people who are really good at not being successful, but can derail successful people. That's their superpower.
So good. So good. They say the worst thing you could do is tell a big genius to a small mind.
Yeah. But what y'all said was ill though.
Yeah.
That energy, that momentum when it's rocking, it's an avalanche.
Facts.
You can't deter it. Because I get people. I got a group chat that a challenge that I just left open with like 400 people. And one of the people were like,
that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
man.
congrats on that.
Yeah, thank you, bro. So one of the people she said something like I didn't tell her about the taxes that she had to pay. I just think she just thought she was just going to buy property and not have to pay taxes. So she like, yeah, thank you so much, Charles. Yo, they mobbed her in there.
They went in on her.
They mobbed her. She like they were like, what? Like they H-Town stopped.
It's so crazy.
Bro.
You'll give people everything in the world, and they still will find a way to find something you didn't do.
Yeah. But that energy is like,
it's contagious.
Oh hell,
we riding for Charles. Yeah, they riding for you.
Not even that. It's like they just riding for the cause. The whole thing is like, nah, you're not messing this up, sis.
Facts.
I ain't even have to do. I didn't have to say much. I'm like, yo, y'all all got the same information. These people killing it. Y'all ain't read. Like, right? I instruct them like read every land bank. I tell people to go to. The first thing I tell them is to read the facts, the FAQ. They all have them. They all share loads of information about buying properties.
Fire.
So the people that don't read, sometimes they may get tripped up. Sometimes they buy too much. Sometimes there's HOA fees, right? Because you buy in an exclusive neighborhood sometimes too, right? Sometimes the taxes for the year be due in October. So if you're not buying and selling before September, I'd be like, don't buy there because you're going to have to pay $400 tax for the year,
sense.
right?
Yeah.
If they don't read that and they get caught up, sometimes they try to bring that back to me. The group mob them out real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
It ends that all.
Yeah. But speaking to that too, man, like what's some of the downsides? Like what's the worst thing that has happened to you that kind of like that you really took a step back since you've been like helping people get funded?
The biggest thing is I've had one person that tried to run off without paying us for the funding service. That's not the teaching part. But that's why your contracts are so important. So when I first got into it, you excited. We funded people, but one of the steps in the process is you got to make sure that you tell them people to sign that contract or the DocuSign before starting their funding. So when I'm new, I'm like, it's lit. I do everything else, but I forgot to send the contract. And I had got someone funding. It was like $140,000. This is when I first started. And when they got their credit cards, they was like, I feel like I could have really did this on my own. People all of a sudden they feel like they could do it on their own after they
bro, a service once rendered loses its value.
Fact, it's crazy. I'm like, what? So they wasn't trying to pay at first, but what I did was I just essentially let them know, listen, you could pay this way, or you can take them to court. You can report people to collections agency. But the truth is, I wouldn't have been able to because I didn't have that contract signed. Yeah. I just was kind of finessing to try to get my bread, and I ended up getting paid, but it took like an extra 3 weeks. That was annoying. In terms of teaching, though, the biggest thing is making sure that you under promise and over deliver, right? I think so many times in this education space, a lot of people over promise and under deliver. So like, for example, if you offer something, you got to stick by it, right? One mistake I made early on in my career is coaching people one-on-one for not enough money. So with that, it comes with you committed. If you committed to 3 months, I had people, they were working with me one-on-one at first. I ended that quick. So that was a big mistake, just because it doesn't allow you time leverage. And one of the best things about coaching business is you get to help people, but also get your time, right? So that one of the biggest mistakes was just committing to one-on-ones at first in my career and not really sticking them through.
Yeah, I hear that.
Have y'all tried to partner with any celebs? I've seen like financial advisors bring celebs out to come speak, not because they're in the business, but to say, I learned from Charles. Boom, I'm learning from you guys.
I do a lot of influencer marketing. So I link with a lot of like those.
What's the NDO?
Oh, NDO, just did his.
He works with my other man, Santino. Yeah.
Okay, I just did one with him on Saturday.
So look, he's walking down the block with like a plate of food, right?
Mm-hmm.
He let dude walk up to him and kick the plate of food out of his hand. I'm not doing that. Like you not. I just don't like that concept. Would you let him do that,
Yeah, because
kick the plate, like do something else.
No,
do anything else, right? But that's his thing, though.
That's
if you go on his page,
that he kick food out your hand.
Now, depending on location, who you are, what I would do is have him kick something. I would have him kick a bag of money out your hand. Yo, Charles, you really helping people get money? Yeah, boom. Get that money back.
Totally a genius.
Now that's actually
so he kicked the thing out your hand. He wanted money to open the gym.
Exactly.
Like, with my money, I want to open my gym.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm
not a skit dude, but if weaponized properly.
And they bring,
they have an audience.
They bring, if the influencer, it has a good audience. And what I mean by that is, don't go about for the people who got million followers. They don't got no real influence. But certain people, they got real influence. Like Indio, he got a real influence. And the thing is, the biggest thing I learned with them, the ones that didn't go well, is when I try to make them do something that they don't normally do. Like if someone does a specific type skit, like Indio kick shit. So if I were to say, let's do something different for this, it wouldn't have performed as well, because his audience would know that it's a promo, right? You want to make it look as organic as possible.
That's why I said the bag of money.
Now is in line with what he did.
Now they're gonna be like, yo,
especially if he doing funding.
The funding.
Exactly.
There you go.
Right.
Exactly.
And you be like, I can get that back. Don't worry about it.
I'll
get your bag for you. This is mine.
This is mine, right?
I'll get you your own to open.
Be like, yo, every time I kick this nigga money, I get more money.
Facts.
You got a bigger bag for me to kick? Yes. Now you run it back.
He's genius, bro. He's a genius. But I just. Even my conference, right? I'm doing a conference where I'm bringing 500. Oh, thank you, bro.
Dope.
I'm bringing 500 people to Birmingham, and it's called Let's Build Birmingham.
Fire.
Birmingham is a city that we could actually own ourselves. It's still like majorly black. It's disinvested. So I'm bringing people like, let's make this. Let's grab a hold to this real tight. Build it ourselves and make it ours. So I'm doing that, but I only got one person speaking at the conference. I don't know how this is going to be received, but most people, when they do conferences, they be having like 30 people on stage.
Yeah.
I want my conference to be me teaching.
Yeah.
It is essentially probably going to be boring and not lit, but people going to leave with properties.
Why is it going to be boring?
The bank is going to be there.
Yeah.
people going to have money to build.
Yep.
They're going to leave with properties. They're going to meet the contractor that you need to build. They're going to meet the lady who does the trust, because we now got to keep our properties, right? It's it's less entertaining and more like, y'all need this information.
Yeah. And that's what you want. That's a good audience. I mean, that's what's going to equal conversion. Like, sometimes people will over leverage other people for the entertainment aspect, but at the end of the day, it's about what is your goal. Like, what is the outcome you want? Your outcome is you want people getting closer to the fire. So you giving them that game. Yeah. One, they fall more in love with even us you as a person, because at the end of the day, we're building personal brands. More conversation equals more conversion.
But my thing is, why would it be boring? Because it's not enough people, or do you feel...
Nah, I'm going to teach, like, how to buy land. Yeah. I'm going to teach that you got to pick out a piece of land that got access to the road. Yeah. I'm going to teach you got to make sure, like, it's between two houses, so you got electricity and stuff like that. I'm not going to I don't need a celebrity
to pull out.
I don't need a rapper to be at a real estate conference where I'm really teaching how to buy.
How about
I don't
this,
need
though?
a celebrity model for that. But hold on.
Yeah.
Some people, conferences,
it's all that.
They got 2 models.
Yeah. It's a show.
3 influencers, a rapper.
Yep.
And I'll be like, I
don't get it.
How they gonna teach?
Facts.
I'm not knocking it, but I don't know if it's to draw a crowd.
Yeah,
if it's
that's
more
what it's
people. For. But you still gotta give stage time to
eat everybody,
to the athlete.
Yeah.
Like, what is he?
How about this? You get a host. You could have me and SO come, right? And aside from teaching them, right? I don't know if you do this. If you do, apologize. We ingratiate ourselves in the culture of the neighborhood. We would know where to go, but then we'd be like, all right, this is where you're gonna buy land. We going out to dinner with Esso and Heineken. Now you've been out to dinner with us. You know what it is.
That's gonna be,
now we go to a lit restaurant. Now they're like, oh, I like Alabama now. I can be over here. Yeah. Then we probably pick to go to an Alabama football game.
So that part is going to be lit. So there's a mixer Friday night.
See?
Friday night we're turning up at this place called Denim, which is like the hot spot for Birmingham.
I just off the name, I know it's ignorant.
But it is. Nah, it's lit though. Black owned. A lot of most
87% black people in Birmingham. Alabama. Yeah.
So we're gonna turn up Friday night.
Hard.
Everybody gonna network. The bank will be there. The builder, right? I'm putting everybody that everybody's gonna need in one room for that one event, for that one weekend. So you actually get to talk to the person who's gonna lend you the money to build.
Fire.
They actually get to see the builder, the team of builders that are going to build your house. So their comfort level from an underwriting perspective is like, yo, we're backing this movement because we know they're under Charles's tutelage. We know Mike and them. We met them. We know their building. We know the property is going into a trust. It's a good cause, right? We talking like legacy here. So they're going to have like the fun stuff the night before, but the conference is going to be like
game,
straight game.
That's good. That's going to do well. People love that.
Yeah, we close to. It's funny. I actually had to stop selling platinum tickets because that's the highest ticket, and that is maxing out to where it's not even going to be platinum. It's going to be like everybody got it. So I got it's going to be. My platinum can't be standard. So probably by the next 2 weeks, I really gotta either. I got to just stop and just let general admission, because I want people that invest in that platinum experience
to get a different experience.
Truly get a platinum experience. It's going to be a private dinner with everybody else, so where you really get to know them more instead of a group of 500. It may be like 70.
That's dope.
Yeah,
so get that vibe.
I'm going to do that.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. So, all right, you in New York, right? What you think about the city so far?
The city is cool. This ain't my first time being here, but city's cool. Only thing about New York, my thing is it's too congested for me. Like, it's like you can't breathe. Like I'm crossing the street, the old lady bumped me. Like she talking crazy to me. The car, you can't drive out here. It's a lot.
If you rock, I'll teach you how to drive out.
It take a while too. It takes some getting used to.
Out here,
And I mean like drive, but like knowing how to navigate. I used to drive for the city, so I know how to all 5 boroughs.
Maneuver.
You know how. Yeah, that just come with being like over time. You just get it. You get comfortable.
Because you're from Boston, how did you deal with the racism out there? Because that's legendary over there.
So like I'm in the neighborhood, so like in the neighborhood, it's all black people. But like when you go downtown and stuff, you'll see it. I never really experienced like no craziness with it down there. I guess maybe it's like subtle or people try to hide it now. I know there's an area called South Boston where when my pops and them grew up, they said it was real crazy over there. But I didn't really experience that out there. But I did. So back home, we got a program called MECO where inner city kids get bussed out to like the suburbs for school. So I did MECO. So I got to go out there, and it's called Walpole, Mass. And it's like 90% white people out there. So seeing that was different. And there obviously is some racism out there. But I never felt like it was too crazy. At least I didn't see it. So maybe they didn't do it in front of me. But that experience was good for me. I feel like what it did is allowed me to see new things. Because I think when we come up in the neighborhood, like we only know what we know. Like I got some friends who they can't even lead a hood. They don't feel comfortable. So I was grateful that I got to go to school out there just to kind of see. Like you get to see the big house with the 2-parent households and the garage and just being able to adapt. Like have conversations. Like I feel comfortable in any room now. It don't matter what color or who the purple is. So I feel like that was cool. But in terms of the racist, I know people always say, "Yo, I heard y'all notorious racism," but I really didn't experience too much. Yeah.
Dope. So now that you're getting money, right? Safe to say, like you did 100. You already disclosed. I don't be bringing up people money. That's one thing I never do. I don't talk about money. I don't bring up people money. But you said it first, bro. And we could see the number. We could see you killing it online, bro. It's obvious.
It's beautiful, man.
But check it out. So, what were some of the things, the adjustments you had to go through with getting money? So now you got your business. You're in an environment where everybody's getting money. Mm-hmm. But you new to it. It's new money to you.
Facts.
Did you blow like a first 100,000?
Yo, I'm glad you asked that question. So I always say like there's levels to money. Like first you gotta learn how to make the money. When you in poverty, you just trying to figure out how to make some money. But then when you first get money, you never have money. So you gonna blow a bag. Then you gotta learn how to manage money. So, my first 3-4 months in business, I was just reinvesting into the business. Okay. But then I started, doing some good numbers, and I'm like,
that's a level of intelligence too.
Yeah,
most people
they'll blow it.
Touch the first, like if the most you ever had was 30, you get 40.
You're up. You think you up?
You blow it.
You outside.
Outside.
No cap.
So you started to reinvest. So you were still in like trench mode.
Yeah,
that's a good way to do it. Even though you had money coming in, you stayed in trench mode until you had a number that you wanted to hit.
Absolutely.
Before you came back outside.
Absolutely, because my thought process was, I just left mom's crib. I'm never going back. So I had a little bit of fear that, I'm making this money, but if I don't keep making more, if I go do some dumb shit, I'm going to be back in Boston. So I was just reinvesting all of it into marketing, like shout out pages. That was it. Shout out pages.
I ain't never do shout out pages.
Oh, that's how I grew my shit. 12 months, we grew like 100,000 followers. I was just shout out pages every week. Cody was there with me. We took a class on how to run shout out pages. I was just
ho.
Yeah.
Yo, when was you gonna give me that info?
Cody holding back the sauce back there.
Nah, we be going back and forth. You know, New York, we try to keep a nice little circle.
That's fire.
We share between us. We just all show love always.
That's dope.
So I think he left something out. Hey, bro, you owe me a couple. You owe me some stuff, bro. I never did shout out pages yet. I mean, whatever. This point, I think I'm good.
Yeah, you growing. Without them, you good. Yeah.
It could always help.
Of course, 100%. Just more eyeballs.
So when you first got it though, what'd you blow your money on? Or you blew a bag at first for sure.
Not the first 3 months, but it was like when I hit that number and I was doing probably like 50,000-60,000 a month, and I'm like, yo, it's up. Like, so I'm just, you going outside.
What's some of the stuff you bought? Some of the stuff that you bought that now you saying, I ain't need that.
Yeah, I went into a designer phase. Mm-hmm. Right, you buying the Balenci's, you buying all the LV, you buying all that shit. You go through that phase. Now you dealing with chicks who's popping, so they cost. Them outings cost. Right, you taking trips. You wild.
Wait, you wasn't leading with that, right?
Nah,
like, hey, let me take you to such
and such.
Yeah, it's just how it is.
I'm Darius. Let me take you to
Nah.
You wasn't.
We ain't on that. Nah, we weren't on that.
All right.
But when you do deal with certain girls, it do require, just by nature, you gonna spend a little more bread. So what I do is, instead of instead of being foolish, just spending bread dealing with different women, like, let me like lock in, focus, you know what I'm saying, and not be as much outside. Because outside in Atlanta, people say Atlanta is cheap.
Nah.
The living might be cheap, but the outside costs crazy.
It's crazy.
The outside, one night out, you could easily blow a few racks, like easily.
Okay.
Who could be like $100, $150. So really, just going through a phase of that, like just being outside, right?
I would say though, to me, the way I'm wired, right? I might go hard at work and doing my projects and building and yelling at contractors and doing everything. When I come outside though, like that's my time. That's my time to spend money. Yeah. And I don't really care and count it like that.
I remember when I was watching Paid in Full. Yeah. And you know how they was getting money and shooting. Yeah. And he's like, I be feeling like them NBA players. You be feeling like you in the league.
No cap. No cap.
You talking to us.
That feeds your soul.
It do 100%.
Like I wouldn't. So you can see how this go.
Last night?
No.
It was
Wednesday.
Saturday.
Midweek.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. No, was it Saturday?
It was Saturday.
Oh, the other party. So we got two.
Oh yeah,
outside.
Nah. So one is the homie birthday.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
SO birthday.
That was my birthday.
That was Saturday. Yours was Saturday. Yeah. SO's is on a Wednesday.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's gonna be sick.
We already sold out all the sections 3 weeks in advance.
Damn.
Tickets are sold out. I already told Charles.
Look.
He said this on the pod.
No, because we had an incident earlier in the show. I'm like, I think it's just best he only comes with one person. Keep your section empty.
I got you. Better be
I'm bringing KJ.
Oh no. Then that's smart. He's gonna enjoy. Because we're gonna work
Prince,
to fill up.
I'm bringing the homegirl too, but she like this.
No.
She's my people.
No. That's perfect. Because Esso's like, I have to talk to Charles to tell him keep his section clear. So I'm gonna line it up. Not to say he don't got people.
Right.
Just to make sure, because the people, because if Charles, we work together. Yeah. So anybody we put next to him, because when the party we was at, it wasn't nothing live. It was calm in there. And DJ Clue pulled up.
Word.
So now Charles drinking champagne, causing a race war between the Latinas and the Midwesterners.
That's funny.
And Clue looking like, who the fuck is this nigga? Live nigga. He like, I like, and like a dude like Clue, he likes shit like that.
That's tough.
Because that reminds him when he was a Hove and Dame. So he's okay.
He back in that day. Yeah, back in that bag.
Yo, we have to enjoy our lives though.
No, you're absolutely right.
So I don't come outside often.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And me and one of my close friends, we don't.
Y'all chilling.
Nah, so we gonna have fun when we come outside. Yeah. I used to have a boat, and that's my man who was on my boat. Like we're like brothers almost, right? I'm like big bro, that's little bro. And when it was like when we did go outside and entertain, like we was all the way outside. Yeah. But it's my first time outside in 3 months.
So you good, yeah.
So I'm not wilding, but I'm making sure we having a great time.
Hell yeah, and that's what it's about.
But you was like, you ain't have that 1 quarter.
Yeah,
you was like
out. Yeah.
Like 3-4 times a week.
No, not 3 times a week. Probably like every weekend though. Like every weekend I'm outside.
You gotta enjoy. I don't know if that's blowing money. That be feeding the soul, man. That's like your payoff where you get to just enjoy yourself. You get to enjoy.
No, I think everything is definitely good in moderation. Absolutely.
Yeah,
like,
in
moderation, right? Every weekend might be a lot, especially if we say we're trying to grow as a business owner fast. Now, what you just said, you come out once every, what you say, 2 months?
Quarter, bro.
Okay.
I don't even come out. I be doing like, I'll go to family events of my friends. Like,
fire.
Or another thing that's calm, you go to a lit restaurant, but you don't kill the menu.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't kill the menu. You get some, like if we go to Say Less, right? Yeah. You just only get in the shrimp fried rice and chicken satay. Yeah. But we in the ambiance now. Yeah. And that's when business people come. We ain't gonna be ordering, surf and turb, lobster and shrimp, steak and all that shit. But now it's like you still have the experience without going crazy.
I'm ordering everything.
Everything.
Bro.
My God,
I'll be wanting to try it.
Of course.
Right. Especially, you know why I do that too, huh?
No.
Because when I was younger, we never going to a restaurant was far-fetched.
It was rare. Yeah.
Right. And I think I said this before. Like on our Friday turn up was that we got to order Chinese food.
Right.
That was like the thing. Like you got to order something on the weekend. Right. on a Friday. And then as I got older, like going to restaurants wasn't common for my whole upbringing. It just wasn't. So as I got older and started to get money, I do sometimes order I'll be ordering like 3 meals. Yeah. Because I want to see how this tastes.
Absolutely.
I want to see what that tastes like.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You earn that. You work for that.
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
I do that sometimes.
And it is about that. Like, as you make more money, like, the truth is, like, you do want to try things that you couldn't try before in all areas.
Yeah, like you said, you have a fear of going back or going broke. Yeah. I have that fear.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes I could work 3 months straight and just do not come outside at all and just be like locked in completely. Because I still feel like being poor and broke. Yeah. So when I do come out and then I really be like celebrating it, enjoying what it be for the quarter.
Absolutely.
Food is different though.
Yeah.
Food, I feel like, bro, we gotta order everything. Like, how you gonna go to Say Less and not order and not have other stuff? Because when you gonna talk to somebody else, they're gonna be like, "Yo, did you try this?" You're gonna say no. Or Tatiana's, where you gotta wait 3 months. You can't order one thing and then what? You gonna wait 3 more months to go back?
That's what's like, bitch, you not Tatiana quality. Yo,
I gotta introduce you to this.
No, he just got out the station with Blue.
Yeah.
He just hit me. He was trying to come here.
Yeah. So. Yeah, bro. I wish you would spend more time in New York. New York.
No, we be coming to Atlanta too. So
New York.
I'll put back up out here too.
New York has all the pieces, but I just think that we gotta just commit to connecting them, because I think we got it, but we sometimes still in like the competition mode. And I see it sometimes with podcasts. I see it sometimes with people that teach. And it's like, nah. I'll be connecting. I drove like 3 hours. I'll be going to Jersey and Philly often when people have stuff up north. Just to support, just to pop out. Yeah, that's just dope. To just be there.
That's dope.
Sometimes they be asking me to speak. I'll be like, nah, I'm good. I'm just calm.
Show love.
Sometimes I do want to just be in the crowd. Yeah. And just see, like, because I'm going to be on stage in front of 500.
You get to see what you like.
I want to sit in the crowd and see what it looks like. So when I do mine, I know what not to do and how to do it.
Makes sense. You got perspective. And that's dope.
Yeah. So definitely we got to continue to support.
Nah, for sure.
All right, so you made money, you blew it. What do you spend your money on?
I spend a lot of my money on convenience. Like, I'm big on convenience. Like, I like to be comfortable. So, clean the ladies, do meal prep, stuff like that. Like, I'm not big on designer like that no more. Yeah. I got my car. I got my dream car. Well, one of my dream cars. I got my I-8 last year.
Nice.
Yeah, I got one more that I want, but after that, I'll be good on the cars.
What's the other one?
I gotta get the Lambo.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which Lambo though?
Not the Yaris. The
Evo.
Evo. Yeah.
Ooh,
I know it.
Evo.
Evo is
what's the color scheme? I'm a car nigga. So.
I like all black. I like that matte black.
Black it out.
That black. That Batmobile. Crazy.
You an Atlanta nigga now.
They converted. He said, "Yo, God, they gonna be like, where you from?" He gonna be like, "I'm from the A." He like that. I can see Boston shedding. Boston is shedding that identity.
Every time Boston is for sports.
Yeah.
Patriots and shit, right?
Oh man, yo, do not lose your Boston heritage, bro. I know I'm gonna see the Lambo. I know it's gonna be turned out because I'm gonna be checking that.
I already know.
I'm gonna be checking.
He gonna have to do a video with NDO where he eating the lemon pepper.
Yeah. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
It's so many ways that like you run your business and the way you run it totally separate from mine, right? Just parallel but separate ways, right? But we're doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Impacting people, helping people, making dreams come true, changing lives, because a lot of these people wouldn't have that money that you get now.
Absolutely
They
not.
just don't know about a profile. There's nobody teaching us to build your profile.
Facts.
Right? There's nobody saying you need 10. You said 10.
Yep, 10 primary accounts. People aren't teaching
that language isn't common in our community. So I love that you're doing that, bro.
Nah, for sure.
All right, what you got coming up? What's next for you?
So I'm actually doing a 5-day boot camp where I'm going to be teaching people a lot of the stuff we talked about today and much more. Because, I feel like one day is cool, but I feel like I can give much more impact, spend much more time, break things down more in depth when I have a whole week with you. So I'm going to do a 5-day boot camp where I'm going to show you how to structure your profile exactly step by step, give you the resources. I'm going to get you funded live, right? I'm going to literally do live funding. What that is there are certain banks who have pre-approvals. So what we do is when we do live funding is I drop the pre-approval lenders. You can simply see if you have an offer and for how much it is before getting a hard inquiry. So you don't got to worry about, well, damn, I wasted the inquiry. No, they're going to let you know if you have an offer. If you don't have any, it'll say no. If you do have one, it'll say yes. All right, so I'm going to get them funded live.
That's correct. And they could just
type
in accept
exactly
and get a card or
get their credit card. So
that's crazy.
Some of the pre-approvals, they'll allow you to get multiple products. So it might be a credit card and a line of credit, right? So you can leave it. We've had people get funded live on a free call, getting $50,000-$60,000 in funding, right? So it just
yo, bro. That's why he going crazy with the webinars. He getting the money right then and there.
Yeah.
Execution.
So even if you don't get funded, you know it's real because you just watch someone else on the same call drop their approvals, right? So that's definitely one of the main things. And then we're going to show you, most importantly, what to do with the money. I'm going to show you all the things I did to make our first $1 million. Funding company, I'm going to show you how to scale with digital products and services as well. So that's what the 5-day boot camp is.
You crossed a mill?
Yeah.
From your funding company?
Yeah, from our education and funding company.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. How did that feel?
Felt good. It felt good because it was like something. I'm gonna post this soon. I had written down in my notes when I was back home at my mom's care. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do $1 million. I said in like 2022, so it didn't happen then, but it's 2024. So it just felt good looking back. Like,
what's that like for you to be living in your mom's house and now within 24 months she's seen her boy clear $1 million?
Crazy. It's different. She
got to see that.
Yeah, it's different. Like I just took her to Paris a few months ago.
Fire.
Moms get whatever she wants because, you know, for someone to allow you to bet on yourself. And the reason I was in the crib because I was betting on myself. I kept trying businesses, and you know, it's like after you fail a couple of businesses, it's easy for a person to stop supporting. But she was always like, even though she probably rolled her eyes in the back of her head, like, another idea, she still was never like, yo, you got to get out, or yo, you need to go get another job, right? She might have hinted at it, but yeah, she get whatever she wants. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? Just to see that, you know, sometimes first she didn't believe it. She's like, this stuff real that you teaching?
Because I asked that?
Yeah.
My pops, he's a traditional dude.
Yeah.
So everything I do is irrelevant to him.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do to impress him. So my brother, he's also in the music industry. And he just caught like a big check for like quick 90 bands, right? So he's showing it to him. And he's a money dude too. He was all in insurance, a big wig in the insurance companies. And he's just like, yeah, that's cool, I guess. And I told my brother, I said, he think you're a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Because the fact that you're not a doctor, lawyer, engineer. My two sisters, one's a doctor, one's a lawyer. I always say thank you because y'all did. We're looked at as no matter. I can make $20 million, Charles. Yeah. It will never matter.
Yeah.
I didn't wear a suit and tie. Doctor, lawyer, engineer.
What's you Nigerian?
No, Haitian.
Oh, Haitian.
Yeah, Haitian.
Yeah. Okay.
That's okay because look, they don't know better.
Yeah.
They didn't know better.
Yeah.
So that was taught to them and poured into them. My grandmother be like, education. You better get your education. All she knew was like education was our pathway to freedom. Before that, right, and going back to like days right after the Civil War, it was like you need to buy land. We were buying every affordable and available piece of land. And then it just changed to where now we start to sell it. We started to lose it because we didn't know how to protect it. And then for a long period of time, like my upbringing was, you have to go to college, right? Get your grades, do your lessons is what they used to tell me. You need to go to college. You need to be able to get a good job.
Facts.
Don't get arrested because you'll never get a job,
That's
right?
a
It was
fact.
like, and I was like, yo, that job thing kind of sucks. Like, y'all be coming home
COVID
miserable.
COVID showed jobs are worthless now. People, all their pensions now, you're tier 7. That means when you retire, you're only going to get $20,000 for the year.
Oh, the pensions is getting destroyed right now, too. I know somebody who had a pension. They was like, here's $200,000. Pension's gone. The company just paid it out. Like, that's all you're getting. So they ain't know better.
They didn't.
They just didn't.
Yeah, it ain't
better.
their fault.
Like,
it's your vision. They not gonna understand it, and where they coming from. Like he said, it's like they literally were told that American dream is this thing, and it's not.
It was passed down.
And what I tell people is, anytime you wanna like figure out what you want to do, look at the people who are telling you. Look at their situation. If you wouldn't trade your situation for theirs, don't listen to them. Right? Like people, I used to see my grandma, my cousins. They working 50 jobs. They're like, I'm hustling
60 hours a week.
But they look miserable, stressed out, always tired on the weekends. They ain't even got no energy to do nothing. I'm like, that don't look like what it's American dream. So
right, or what I want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I know people very high up corporate America are miserable as hell.
Hell yeah.
But they stay in their jobs because there's a such thing called the identity risk.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to not be the person at that top firm because that firm got a name. So you wearing that as your identity.
Yeah.
But you coming home crying. Or you coming home after 12 hours or 14 hours on the job. And that's something where it's like, I never wanted what would make me miserable.
Heck no.
People that's going to work 40 hours begging for some overtime to do 60 hours to not have enough money.
Charles, let me tell you, I had this job. I gave away so much overtime. So I had nothing but older Haitians looking at me like I was an animal. They be like, yo, you want another 10 hours? My rule is, if you couldn't get me out of my job by 1 p.m., I'm going home.
Yeah.
So one day I'm walking to the punch clock. They're like, yo, everything ends at 5. I literally walked right back out. It was 10 Haitians looking at me like, who the F are you? I said, bro, I got another agenda.
Yeah,
and I did it for 3 weeks in a row, but I was getting so much side money.
Yeah.
But the regular job allowed my taxes to keep my side money not legitimate. It wasn't shown on the paperwork. So I'd like keep the job, like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But then
That's lit.
That 40 hours overtime, fuck out of here, bro.
Here's something that I gotta address that people see this, and this is something that I'm hearing from people that's older than me. This is wild and crazy. People are saying, I'm gonna be able to retire within the next X amount of months, and then I'm gonna go work here.
Yeah.
You ever hear people say that?
That's the standard American.
It doesn't make sense. What did you retire for then? It don't even make no sense.
What mindset do you have to be in?
I'm gonna tell you what the mindset
25
is.
years, 30 years, retire and say, I'm going to go work somewhere else.
No, Charles, what it is, right?
Ridiculous.
Here's the mindset, right? I'm not saying it's right. It's like you're getting 2 checks for 1 job. Because now you're getting the retirement money circulating.
But the point is, what the hell is the point of retiring?
That's not hacking the system. You're not hacking 2 jobs. Ain't hacking the system.
But Charles,
no job and a shit ton of money is hacking the system.
Exactly.
They weren't taught that. They don't know that.
Yeah.
You got to remember, 40 years ago, if you said you was an entrepreneur, you was getting no women and you were looked at as a psychopath.
A risky,
yes.
Like you
now, if you say you're a bus driver, you get no woman and you're looked at as a loser.
It's crazy how stuff changed, though.
But you see how that switched, though?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
what are we talking about here?
That's actually, that's like what this kid said.
They hate the bus drivers, bro.
Yeah.
I feel bad for bus drivers.
He's sick.
Yo, look at dude laughing. That is the new, like, horrible job now. Like everybody hates, like, you a bus driver.
Let me tell you something. I told a girl, she like, I need a man with money. I said, date a garbage man.
Yeah.
She rolled her eyes. I said,
they get bread though.
I said, it's the only. They said that's the worst job to ever be on child support. The girl's going to fleece you. That's how much they get paid to throw the garbage away.
Yeah.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. They get paid on top of their regular pay. So they get paid $100 a day to go to Staten Island and drop it. Yeah. But if they don't do it, they still get paid.
Yeah.
So now you got money coming. Without trying, you'll clear after taxes $2,500 if everything right.
Yeah.
Like for a regular job, that's good pay.
And you get paid weekly. It's the only city job you get paid weekly.
Yeah.
I ain't never want to work, bro.
No, me neither.
I can tell. That's why y'all skin is fresh.
I ain't never.
I remember I came home. I said, I said I'll literally be a bum before I work a job because I didn't have.
That's an L day.
I promise you, I'm like, one day would feel like like a whole week. I'm like, yo, this clock ain't fucking.
It doesn't move.
Yet,
yeah, that's crazy.
I'm like, yo, something's broken here. These clocks ain't moving. Like,
I've been lucky.
You ever just
I got
look at the
ADD.
clock and then look again?
And you like, yo, why that shit didn't move? Because I got ADD where I can't sit somewhere.
Every job I had was the clock moved fast, and we was just doing criminal shit. Like,
well, maybe I should.
So I worked at Greyhound.
Yeah,
dog, we was robbing drug dealers because they would all go to Buffalo and Binghamton. They're like, you can't put your bag in the top. You gotta put it under.
Yeah.
We would take the bag. They can't do nothing because we had the Port Authority cops. We chilling. I'd go to the movies during lunch break.
Do you think that's a part of? Do you think that's a part of why we kind of are like? Do you feel like because? I always feel like the key to plan A is not having a plan B. So do you think because I heard you say you could never work a job and I could never work a job. Do you think because the mindset was there's no way I'm going back, it made it easier to figure this entrepreneur shit out?
Figuring out.
I think force of will.
Yeah. Like when you're like, this shit gotta work.
No.
Or I got
when
nothing.
I had the job, they wanted me to be a supervisor. And I was like, no, I don't plan on staying here. Yeah. I just didn't know how to quit. But I just kept putting the energy out that I'm going to leave this job. So what happened is some Caribbean lady ran a lawsuit on the Haitian dude, and they closed our company down. So they fired all of us. I got a crazy, whatever, unemployment and all that. But like how Charles and you talking about, oh, no, I'm going to get this million. I don't know how. And then internally it starts working.
It's just seeing it to me. Seeing it like a job couldn't pay me as much as I make. I'm at the point where I'm building properties that I'm selling for $100,000-$300,000 more. Why would I? And I don't have to go there. I'm not touching anything. I'm not lifting no sheetrock, nails. I'm not doing none of that. Right? How would I justify going to do 8 hours somewhere?
Charles,
I'm not talking about this Charles. I'm talking about the Charles when you was the beginning. Like
I feed both. I have to feed my
personal.
My personal. I just knew growing up, right, that life wasn't always like work. I seen like my grandmother work and come home miserable and struggle.
Yeah.
I seen my mom's work and come home miserable and struggle. I seen my older sisters go to work and come home. My brother was like, I ain't doing that shit. They bugging out. Yeah. So when it came to my turn,
you like, we not doing that.
I was like, my whole life has been like doing something that couples passion and purpose. So I was raised from like good people, right? Like good heart people that want to do good and that were always nice to people. So my whole entrepreneurial path was like, how can I serve people and make money? Like what's the perfect combination to do both? It was never like, I'm going to go work somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Not happening.
How about that wasn't my, that wasn't my, so how I was wired.
What I'm getting is that what we saw, because the same thing I said about grandma and cousins, what we saw was what we didn't want.
100%.
And that made it clear.
No, we saw results that didn't make. We saw where we were young enough to see what the end of the road looked like if we followed that. And we said, hold up. To give you context, right?
Damn, that's good. That's good.
You bought multiple bottles for my birthday, right? No, I'm gonna show you something. No. I'm gonna show you something that's gonna fuck your head up. Go ahead. The 2 bottles you bought, right?
Yeah.
It would take me 42 hours at $24 per hour to pay off those 2 bottles you bought. That's what you have to personalize the fuckery for them to understand why you're not working.
Facts.
Yeah.
You bought it for me and your man's.
That's a fact.
So it would take 42 hours without going to lunch at $24 an hour, which is not easy to get in New York City.
Facts.
Even though minimum wage is $15.
That's so good.
I know that because I worked that.
Yeah.
That's how I know how much it costs.
And the beautiful thing is, one of the frameworks I teach is like, when you're an edupreneur, I call us, you get to use your imagination to pay for things you want. So if I know I want to spend, if I want to spend $2,000 a night on bottles, guess what? Let me make an offer, make the $2,000, and I didn't pay for
that's a whole different side to what we do.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole different side.
That's a whole episode.
Because look, being able to help people and get results allows you. You could only do that if you had success.
Absolutely, 100%.
Now that you got success, you could say, look, you could say like I want to make $1 million.
Yes.
Right. I'm just gonna clip up the success in the past and say, do your kids got property?
Mm-hmm.
You got passive income coming. What would $3,900 a month do for you?
Exactly.
How would that change your life? All right, I'm gonna teach it in this 5-day conference. I'm gonna teach it in a 1-day conference. So I'm trying to do something stupid in 1 day. I don't talk numbers though, right? I'm trying to do something crazy in 1 day, right? And you just can give that value, but you can create it in your head. I could want to do a webinar tomorrow. So we going to a party on Wednesday, right? And this is / business.
Yeah,
right? These are,
you gotta let them know.
So I'm part of an influencer club now, thanks to my guy right here, right? Where you really connect with everybody. I'm gonna say, we can't even call it local, bro, because you got people from Ohio. It's like what's it called? Influencer
the
club.
The
IFC, the influencer club. I told you New York got it, bro.
I'll be back on Wednesday, I think. I'm about to pull up.
On the 16th.
Yeah.
October 16th.
I might pull up.
And then we the last event we did was in September. Fab, that was actually, Diddy was going to come. That was going to be his last.
Cut that part out, bro. Yeah, they about to go crazy in the comments.
That's how it was the biggest party during Fashion Week.
That's
and it
crazy.
wasn't a fashion party.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Fab came through.
Nah, like, Fab my favorite rapper growing up.
Nah, so then Esso and Charles spoke business, and he's like, yo, once you lock in with us, a lot of times the reason why you guys are dope is because you're delivering value. But in hip hop, people just take your money to pay their rent and say it didn't work out for you. And we try to work a system where we're going to give you a certain level of value that you could be like, all right, it's tangible. Because they'll be like, we tried, it didn't work. And we learn from record labels, we don't like that feeling.
Ain't it.
Yeah. You want to give value.
Yeah.
And that's fire, because if you think the key to any business is what you just said, if you can find a way in anything you do to give more value, it makes the offer or the sale so much easier to sell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And to just being an entrepreneur, marketing, right? You package that. And now it grows because you are giving value. So it's not hard to sell something that's popping, that's real, that's tangible, that's going to last a lifetime, that you can hand down to your kids. So I get the luxury to kind of create and play with stuff like that. Yeah. That number 500 people for my conference, I don't know where that came from.
Hey, it's good. You're going to hit it,
That's
though,
a blessing, man.
Yeah, you're going to hit it. And what you deliver, we talked about earlier, your offer is so crazy. Like, someone can go from not having anything to literally having a property in a short period of time. So it's like that also plays a point in what you can charge, how much demand is there. You can charge a premium price because he's getting someone a result quick within 30 days, within 14 days, whatever it may be.
And because in our culture, this wasn't looked at as being provocative. It was rapper, athlete, drug dealer. But then when what's GameStop, when it shot up, all of a sudden girls are like, I could rock with a day trader. So now seeing how you guys carry yourselves, what y'all driving, this is when we sat down with Charles. I was like, you might have to re-show your cars again because there's a guy.
I told you I would do lifestyle marketing.
No, but there's a guy, like I told you, Manny Koshbin.
Yeah.
And he does big scale properties at 20, 30 million. He's having big properties in Houston, but nobody knows that but because his car collection is godly. So now when you see Charles, you're like, oh, what's he do? Oh, no, he gets niggas money. He's the god in Alabama, the god in Arkansas, the god in Brooklyn. And everybody else in his crew is lit in Atlanta. Oh, I want that life. What do I got to do?
Yeah.
Buy the course. What's the turnaround time? 2 days. No, he got to be a scammer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Facts.
Nah, that's why. So that's how there's a way to teach it.
Of course.
Where, like, if I'm going to ask them right now just to bless the audience, just to bless our audience with some game, right? I'm going to ask them to bless them with some game to show, like, if you at home watching this, you can go to a site that he gonna tell you right now and try to get a pre-approval. I ain't tell him I was gonna ask him his sauce, but I'm gonna ask him a little, right? So in New York, you gotta lead with, right? You gotta lead with something. So give us. I heard a live funding, but I ain't know it was live, like live.
Oh yeah, live.
Give us a website, a bank, or something.
Of course.
That people can go to get funding right now. Okay. Now, when you do that, they owe you your challenge.
Of course.
Right? Because you just handing them something up front, like, hey, somebody might get how much? What's the most?
Some of them go up to $30,000.
Somebody right now watching this can get, let's even say, $10,000. $10,000. You get Heineken $10,000 right now.
Bro,
you're gonna
I already know what I'm spending
challenge.
it on. I got shirt designs, everything.
We gotta get them funded, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
We gotta get them. They super lit in the city. The air.
We get you funded, bro.
Yeah, because we got all types of situations. It costs so much money to do this lifestyle, because of you guys like y'all, this is gonna be the part of the new rap game. Podcasters are the new rappers, but now the funding, the lifestyle, it's like, oh, they're young, they're hip, they're in shape, and they're getting money.
Facts.
So they know the industry very well, right?
That's fire.
They know the industry very well.
Thank you.
And I think what's happening, the labels are fronting the lifestyle, and because they don't have the funding to front their own lifestyle, so the labels are having a lot of control over their success and owning it. But if they could fund their own,
they would have that freedom.
That might be a business play now for independent labels or production company. We come in to fund the rapper's lifestyle, and then we get a part. Instead of raking their whole publishing and residuals, you just take the percentile, because that it's forever, and you can pass it on to your children.
Absolutely.
That's why the Locks wanted to publish him from Puffy.
Yeah.
Because you could pass that on to your grandchildren. It's like real estate for real.
Yeah.
That's ooh.
Now, most artists,
that's dope.
We had a lot of groups, so they'll come to us, hey, I got a group of music artists. They all need funding because, like you said, artists got to look the part. They got to have the money to put behind their marketing. We know songs to get pushed, they cost a lot. I think Young Ma said they spent, $7 million to get that ooh out over 7 years.
Yeah, she didn't know what it would do, but $7 million, that had to be digital. Then somebody raked her budget. It shouldn't cost that much. For that level, it should be about
he really noticed. He really noticed.
Maybe $400,000
to get a record to go crazy.
That's it?
No, it depends. You have to pick the right people for 3 months. $500,000, then you got to pay. It's not I sing for the record. Then you got. Oh, we're gonna take him out to dinner. We're gonna do this. We're gonna talk business. Then we're gonna reinvest in his company. Then he's gonna bust do this. We're gonna talk business. Then we're gonna reinvest in his company. Then he's gonna bust us back this. We're gonna talk business. Then we're gonna reinvest in his company. Then he's gonna bust us back this percent out because he's making money in his sleep. Then we're gonna bust back our part of our residual off the publishing. So now we're all making money while we're asleep. We're protected now.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's the key. But $7 million to get that record like that, and she's gay. Somebody rocked her because inherently she has to win. The gay community gonna support her. So to hear that, somebody rocked her.
He said somebody rocked Young M.A.
They rocked her budget, bro.
When you heard you sure it wasn't 700,000?
No, somebody told me that. I don't
told you $7 million or 700,000.
Oh, maybe they said 700,000. I thought it was.
Even so, they rocked her
at 700,000.
Yeah, you have to understand she's gay.
So you automatically gonna get
love. Because I don't want to say this.
This is so
no, because she did certain things. She didn't capitalize on what she's identified as or what she identifies herself as, which I understand because she didn't want to be labeled. But inherently, she had cheat codes to win. Had she did it. And I'm going to tell you certain things she turned down. You're going to be like, you're going to kick the cameras. Yeah, it's not my place to say on camera, but if they did that, 700?
Maybe it was 700,000.
That's a lot, bro.
Think, but as far as what you can make in the industry or what you can make with a hit song, an investment of 700,000 to get as lit as that song was like a household.
I was gonna say
song.
even to just pop, even if that song didn't necessarily make a shit ton of profit.
Oh no, it made money.
Yeah,
oh,
the other
they
I can
break
imagine how features and everything else could make that money back. I don't know the industry.
Yeah, me neither. I
heard, no. She got rocked. Somebody rocked it. I know the numbers. Let me show you. A regional single, right? Let's say, all right, from New York to Boston and touching a little bit of Philadelphia. If it just does those markets, that's enough to keep the lights on at a label and take care of all the bonuses. So what you think them dropping 700,000 brought back in? For what record label it was, I don't want to say. It's the ones that just fired Kevin Lyles, 300. A regional single keeps the lights on for the whole year, and everyone gets a bonus. Okay. Not a hit single. I said regional. Yeah.
Makes the companies a lot of money. Makes the labels enough.
Like if just that one regional will pay all the lights. It'll pay him, keep this running, and you could go out to dinner and swipe all the. I know a record exec that he just got fired. Off his own credit cards, he was funding 3 Dots lifestyles for 10 years apiece.
You said,
did
you hear what he
Yeah,
said?
3 Dots lifestyle.
I want you to understand.
Yo, he said a record exec was funding 3 Dots lifestyles.
Just off the credit cards. The same way you said you bought, same off the record label's credit cards. So when he just got fired, I already seen the Dots sweating.
Yo, this is like they don't know our world. Yeah. We don't know their world. Totally they don't know funding.
Yeah. Bro, we can bleed this in. Trust me. If Esther was here, he'd be like, "Oh, this is what we're gonna do." Blah blah blah. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Go crazy.
He could tie it more into. He could tie the threads in together.
Into how to use 250,000 to go crazy.
Yeah. Nigga, he would. Bro, he'd be like, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it here. We're going to flip this. We're going to bring this back. Then we're going to rock this budget. Because in his mind, once the money comes in his pocket, it's not spent. It's how we going to pay them back.
Okay. Got it.
So now it's like, all right, 20,000 has to make back 40,000. So now we bust him back 15, flip the 5. Then we do it again. So now he like, yo.
But you get it, 0 interest for a whole year.
It doesn't matter because if you get comfortable, you got a $250,000 bill on your head and you ain't do nothing with it. When you going to get another $250?
I see what you're saying, bro.
Remember how you say you don't want to feel broke, you don't want to go back? Yeah. That's why I said, how do you get people to get the confidence? How do you have the confidence to know they're going to pay you back?
Yeah. So good question. So with the lenders, when you get the 0% APR, the only thing you gotta make is a 1% minimum payment, right, every month. So let's say it's on 20,000, 1% is $200. That's your bill every month. That's it. Now, what happens is in that time period, that's why I said the middle piece is going to find someone who's done what you're looking to do, because now that's your guaranteed blueprint. You can't hang with him and not go get land banks. And if you got money out there, you're going to execute.
You put in diesel fuel.
Exactly.
That's how the record label is. When you pay for the streams.
Now they working.
So now if you pay $50,000 for streams, right? You pay for Rap Caviar, whatever. They say don't take money, but whatever. They're going to stream so much the money comes back.
So that's how we
got you.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you put that fire under.
Okay.
Y'all going to work?
Oh, all of us. You brought this in. You don't, when you get a connect, you got to bust back to connect, even if it's at a 15%. Right. Then, because then it keeps circulating. So let's tie all of this together.
Yeah.
IFC.
Yeah.
October 16th.
Like, I'm going to make money and be like, oh, I don't know, Charles. I can't bust you back 15,000 because you're already making bread. No, because then he going to be like, yo, I got a quick 15. It's for the wife. You got another one of those? Yes, we do, bro.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Circulation.
All right, so you're going to get 15 right now, bro.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to get y'all some money right now. You want me to give him one?
Get the mic right, bro. Because yo, I've never had nobody give no money out like this.
Oh, man.
So he asked
this is the free.
So he asked me to give y'all one, but I'm going to give y'all two, right? I believe when you over-deliver, you be overpaid, right? So listen, y'all could go to Google. All right, first thing I want y'all to do is type in Dover Credit Union Pre-Approval Credit Card. DOVER. All right, Dover Credit Union Pre-Approval Credit Card. All right, what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on that. It's gonna let you know at the top of the screen. It's gonna say, see if you're pre-approved. No impact to credit, meaning you will not get a hard inquiry to see if you're pre-approved. All right, you fill it out, your name, your address, how much you pay for rent or mortgage, and then what it's gonna do is it's gonna text you a code. You verify that you are who you say you are, and it's gonna let you know if you have a pre-approval, and then it's gonna let you know for how much. They're gonna go up to $20,000, so you'll know if you're somewhere between denied and all the way up to $20,000. Once you get the offer, if you have an offer, all right, once you accept the offer, then you finish the application, then you get the hard pull. But by then, you already gotten pre-approved, so you know if you got the money, so you don't got to double back. All right.
Fire.
Next play, I got to give him one more. Listen, I want y'all to go to Christian Community Credit Union. Go to Google, type in Christian Community Credit Union Pre-Approval. All right, once you type in that, right, it's going to have a link. It's going to be the same process. You're going to fill it in. It's going to ask you, are you a member? You just say no, right? Then what it's going to do is going to take you to a pre-approval form. You fill it out, name, number, address, what your annual yearly income is. A hotspot, what I do for that on these pre-approval links is usually I say less than $86,000 for annual revenue. The reason why is because that's how we get the no doc pre-approval offers. At that point, it's going to let you know if you got an offer and for how much. And just like that, y'all could go get a quick 40 piece.
Fire. Fire. I know.
I'm going to have Essel call him because he can get all that extra money. Because he has over an 800 credit score, but the 86 on paper.
You shouting out, bro, credit score?
Yeah, he says it out loud.
At least it's an 800.
I'll be giving out no.
Be like, he got 524.
That's me.
That's how we can get it up, though. That's the beautiful thing. We can get it up.
This how I know somebody got real sauce in they webinars and they challenge when they could give you free stuff like that. That's how you know. It's like, hey, that's the sprinkle. Like that's my throwaway. Yeah, that's light work. So tell me about this this challenge you're doing and when it starts.
Absolutely. So it's gonna be October 28th through November 1st. So 5 days. One of the days is going to be how to build your credit profile up so you can get in position. One of the days is going to be showing you how to get funding, where to go, whether it's personal funding and business funding. I know people in different places. And then one of the days is going to be showing you how to run a funding company. All my sauce. I'm going to be showing you how to get clients without social media, how to be able to leverage other people. Right? I always talk about OPA, other people's audience. And then the last day, we're going to be showing you how to scale with online marketing, digital products, and services.
I'm there, bro.
Let's get it.
I'm there.
My God, appreciate it.
How much are the tickets?
Right now, I'm turning 32. So right now, for the first 32 people, it's only going to be $32. Once those 32 tickets are sold, it's going to 10x. So it's going to be $320. So make sure y'all DM me the word bootcamp, and I'll send you a link to the $32 tickets.
What's your Instagram?
At Darius Benders on IG, on all platforms. At Darius Benders.
That's fire. Yo, my man doing a birthday. That's how you know you got sauce, bro. When you could just do like, yeah, hey, it's my birthday. I'm going to do this. Like, you're giving for your birthday. Oh,
yeah, got to.
You're giving for your birthday. So somebody could have just watched this and got 10 grand.
Easy.
And you saying, yo, just get in $32. I'm going to turn it 32.
And I'm going to give you more sauce. I'm going to show you how to go get 50 to 100.
That's the real value to me is that you're teaching them how to do funding for people. So you're going to give like the contacts or how to get the contacts.
Absolutely. How to get your first 10 clients, leveraging just referrals. Most people don't know the funding space. You could go run up a 7-figure business just by having the right people sending referrals.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. We got to get locked in. Yes, and anything before we close out?
Bag Fuel, man. YouTube.com, BAGFUEL, Bag Fuel. Stream it, watch it. You know, we outside, man.
Let's go for the background, right? For our audience, our commentary. This is my dude. He's super lit, man. That's Heineken from Bag Fuel. Make sure you guys tap in. We got to get in this challenge. We got to know how to fund our businesses. Funding is the key. We all have the ideas. They are going to work if we stick with it. But what we're not doing is properly structuring our business with staff, with the right marketing, with everything that you need. Like Heineken said, all the things you need to make your business and your idea work. So tap in. What's the name of the challenge?
It's going to be called Credit to Impact Bootcamp.
I love that impact piece, y'all. I'm big. Profit plus purpose is my thing.